Hello everyone, this is Isabel. I'm at Submarine Networks World 2024 in Singapore. And today I'm joined by Sonia Jorge. She's founder and executive director at GDIP. Sonia, welcome to my hot seat.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here with you, Isabel. You are a star.
So for people watching us, tell us more about what you do at GDIP.
So GDIP stands for the Global Digital Inclusion Partnership, and we are a global partnership of public, private, and civil society organizations that work together on the mission of bringing everyone online by 2030, everyone with access to universal, meaningful connectivity with a focus on global majority countries. So countries in the global south and primarily low and middle income countries.
Okay. So part of your work is to expand networks in the underserved regions. What are the challenges that come with that?
Well, there are many challenges. I would say here we are at Submarine Networks World. So the first one is what we call the first mile. So international capacity that leads to affordable services to the consumers in the end. So not just having the capacity coming into the countries, having sufficient cable landing stations, and of course, different connectivity services and products coming from that, but them coming at a price and a cost level that will really bring more people online. In addition to that, since you asked about challenges, when it comes to connectivity, the challenges are not just the infrastructure, right? The supply side. Some of the challenges are related to the demand side, the human side of connectivity, which is, are people ready to engage with technology, engage with digital services? Do they have the skills? Do they know how to be safe and private online? Do they have the literacy levels that allow them to fully take advantage of the opportunities that digital services bring to them? And so those are some of the challenges that we also work with to ensure that everyone not only has access to affordable, meaningful, technical connectivity, but they also have the elements, social and environmental, that allow them to fully take advantage of that connectivity.
I think that's very interesting because we think about the challenges about being technology challenges of bringing the connectivity to the people. But I never thought about the fact that they have to be connectivity ready themselves. They have to be ready to connect and to communicate. That's quite an interesting angle that I never really thought about. We're at the Subsea conference and a lot of people are talking about sustainability at the moment. Mm-hmm. So how do you balance the need for sustainability with the need of expanding networks?
So there's a couple of ways that we deal with it. One is on the policy side, and that's primarily focused on power generation and power sources. One way in which the sector can have an incredible contribution to reducing the impact on the planet is using renewable energy, reducing fossil fuels consumption to power digital technology, any kind of digital technology. That's really important, and having goals and targets around those is really important. But the other thing is also the industry being more aware that while we all love to have the latest and the most sophisticated, we actually don't need the latest all the time. Not everybody needs all the most sophisticated. Not that people shouldn't have what they need for everything that they need. That is not what I'm saying, and please don't take me wrong, but I certainly don't need the latest iPhone, and I am a techie person. You know, maybe the 13 iPhone is perfectly fine for me. And when I'm done with that, I can either reuse it or pass it down to one of my children or someone in the family, or have it be recycled in some kind of recycled plant. There's many things that we can do to ensure that we are more conscious of our choices, of how we dispose, but mostly also having the ability of fixing.
So my final question to you is, I like hot gossip. Any hot gossip you can share with me?
Well, I don't know if you can call it gossip because some things are already public, but I would say something I'm very proud and very excited that we've been doing is that we as an organization, together with two other partners, the GSMA Foundation and CARE USA, are a consortium that has been selected to implement the Women in the Digital Economy Fund, which is at the moment an $80 million fund supported by the US government, the Gates Foundation, and a couple of other big donors, including just announced 2 days ago, the Reliance Foundation from India, UPS Foundation, and others, to basically work on providing grants to scale up evidence-based solutions led by women and centered on women products and services. So very much about solutions that are focusing on women's opportunities, and also working with policymakers to change the environment where women and girls will have more opportunity, not just to be able to have access to the right products and services that are designed by them, for their needs, but also to learn the skills to use them securely, privately, to learn how to be technologists, and really to support a women in tech movement that brings more women to the digital economy and a lot more equality in our digital society. So I hope that's good gossip for you.
Oh yes, it's super hot. You know what I say? It's hot to do good. So that's super hot. I mean, it's very inspiring what you're doing. Continue doing your great things. We need more people like you in our industry.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be sharing these with you and happy to do it again.
Sonia, thank you so much for an amazing interview and for sharing all the great things you're doing.
Of course, you're welcome.
Everyone, thank you for watching, and until my next hot shot.